UFO videos have always been popular. These days, everyone's seen at least one. Some seem very real, and others, not so much. But have you ever wondered about the first UFO footage? Thanks for watching Paralopedia. I'm Jason from Parafiles.net, and today we're talking about the Mariana UFO sighting. Nick Mariana was the general manager of the Great Falls Electrics minor league baseball team in Montana. In 1950, he, along with his secretary, saw and captured what is believed to be the first UFO footage ever filmed. It happened at 11:25 a.m. on August 15th of that year. At the time of this sighting, Nick Mariana and his secretary, Virginia Rawnick, were inspecting the empty Legion Stadium baseball field before a game. A bright flash caught Mariana's eye, and according to his report, he saw two bright silver objects, rotating while flying over Great Falls at a speed he estimated to be 200 to 400 miles per hour. He believed these objects were roughly 50 feet wide, and 150 feet apart from one another. Luckily, Mariana had his 16mm movie camera with him. He ran to his car, retrieved it, and then filmed this footage.
This is the Montana film, projected exactly as it was photographed. The objects are moving against a 25 to 28 mile-an-hour wind. This is the film in double frame or slow motion. A slight bounce in the movement of the objects as well as the tower is perceptible. This is due to the handheld camera. The film, analyzed frame by frame, shows the movement of the objects to be horizontal and steady.
Shortly after the sighting, both Mariana and Rawnick claimed they had seen two jet fighters pass over the baseball stadium. The day after Mariana's sighting, the Great Falls Tribune, the city's daily paper, described his sighting and the film in an article, which was soon picked up by other media outlets around the nation. After seeing the film, a reporter for the Great Falls Tribune called Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Ohio and informed them of Mariana's sighting and film. The U.S. Air Force interviewed Mariana at nearby Maelstrom's Air Force Base outside of Great Falls. At Wright-Patterson's Air Force Base, the film was briefly examined and determined to be the reflections of the two F-94 jet fighters that Mariana had seen. Lieutenant Colonel Ray W. Taylor returned the film to Mariana with a cover letter stating that our photo analysts were unable to find anything identifiable of an unusual nature. However, according to Air Force officer Edward J. Ruppelt, who would become the supervisor of the Air Force's Project Blue Book investigation into the UFO mystery in 1951, in 1950, there was no interest in the UFO, so after a quick viewing, Project Grudge had written them all as the reflections of two F-94 jet fighters that were in the area. Controversy soon arose when Mariana claimed that the first 35 frames of his film, which he said most clearly showed the UFOs as rotating discs, were missing. Other people in the Great Falls area, who had viewed Mariana's film, supported his claim. They claimed that the missing frames clearly showed the UFOs as spinning, metallic discs with a notch or band along their outer edges. The Air Force personnel denied this accusation and insisted that they had only removed a single frame of film, which was damaged in the analysis. In July of 1952, Captain Ruppelt was able to convince Mariana to let the Air Force see the film again for a more detailed analysis. Mariana reluctantly agreed, but only after requiring the Air Force to sign an agreement that they would not remove any frames of the film. The film analyst at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base concluded that the object to Mariana's film were not birds, balloons, or meteors. The original conclusion that the objects were reflections from F-94 jets was also ruled out. According to Ruppelt in his memoirs, the two jets weren't anywhere close to where the two UFOs had been. We studied each individual light, and both appeared too steady to be reflections. We drew a blank on the Montana movie. it was an unknown.
The shape, brightness, speed, rectilinear path, steady motion, and separation rule out various forms of optical atmospheric mirages or cloud reflections. The possibility of airplane reflection has been carefully studied and ruled out.
Mariana's film continues to be debated to this day. Since Mariana's sighting, over 100 UFO sightings have been made in the Great Falls, Montana area, making it one of the most active locations for UFOs in North America. In 2008, the minor league baseball team in Great Falls was renamed to the Great Falls Voyagers in honor of Mariana's UFO sighting. If you like this video, be sure to check out parafalls.net for more on UFOs and anything else paranormal. Thanks for watching, and remember, there's no reason to be normal when you can be paranormal. Take care.